welcome to the queue for United Kingdom turn number 4 on New Year's Eve. For our purchases, we had the $5 that we spent on tech, leaving 44, and we are buying I don't know why I struggle with that sometimes, transport, artillery, 2 infantry, tank, well, it's vice versa, tank, artillery, tank fighter, and then that is our free infantry that goes into India. And I'm going to leave this here, so hopefully it reminds me each turn about that free infantry in India. And we are saving 1 IPC. The one battle is a quickie. Hopefully, well, I guess it could be just 1 round, but hopefully we can damage or take out. So the infantry from Shan State, the fighter from India, and the tech we have here is jet fighters. So everyone's revealed their tech. I think, I don't have Russia's turned over, so I'm trying to think if they've revealed them. I don't want to say what it is if they haven't, but everyone else has Axis, Germany and Japan. I took a guess at their techs before the game started, and I was completely wrong. All right, so we'll roll them all together. That will be the defender. Oh, wait, they have 2. They have 2 2s. All right, so we've got a 1 and a 4, and if that's the end result, I'll be happy. All right, so we got 1 hit, so we won't, Japan will lose that 1 infantry. So we'll take a green off, and the worst we can do now is break even, and Japan keeps Indochina. Nope, we were successful on removing Indochina. So now that it's being recaptured, it doesn't go back to France, it goes to Britain. Well, that was barely in the viewfinder. Sorry about that. So that goes to Britain. I'll move Britain up 2. That puts them at 43 and drops Japan 2, which I think I have them at 35. So I'm always pretty sure about mine, but not so much about the other guys, just because they're doing their turns and making their moves. I try and keep up as best I can. So that was it. That was our only combat. All right, so let's start over here and land our plane. We have 2 left, so we're going to land in Burma. And we do not want to leave that plane in Burma alone, so let's bring over an anti-aircraft gun, 4 more artillery, 4 more infantry. Let's bring over 2 artillery and a tank. We're going to leave 2 artillery. We're gonna leave 1 artillery because I have 1 infantry going in there. All right, so, and of course we'll recap. I think that was a marker I took off from something else. All right, we have no units to the east, so let's go to the west here. Oh, wrong way. All right, so in Iran, we've got 2 infantry moving into Iraq. And here is just a naval movement. The battleship and the transport will come from C-Zone 81 into C-Zone 80. All right, I've got 1 tactical bomber I'm pulling out of Egypt, and it will fly 1, 2, 3 into Iran. Or do I want it in Iraq? I think I want it in Iraq. All right, so that is it for that. We've got a factory in Belgian Congo that will rail 2 infantry. And they're going to go 1, 2, 3 into Egypt. And the tank will just drive 1, 2 into Sudan. He'll eventually get there. All right, so looking, that is it. Up here, we've got 2 fighters on Malta, and they can go 1, 2, 3 into Egypt. So hopefully that was in the viewfinder as I was turning it. And I've got one more move. This sub here, one of the subs from 92 will move into 94. And there will be no movements up north because I got nothing to move. All right, that is it. Let's place our units. So we'll start down here in India, where we've got our free Indian infantry. We're placing a jet fighter and we're placing an armor. So that looks like offensive units to me, but we will see. All right, in the middle here, we'll place an artillery and a tank in Iran. Down here in Belgian Congo, we are placing 2 infantry. And up in the Northland, with the arrival of the U.S., we are bolstered in our confidence. So we're going to place a transport, moving those out of the way, in 109, and an artillery in London. And when I first saw the U.S. come over with the 2 bombers and land in, and then I knocked them over, landing in London, I thought, oh, wait a minute, that's not right, because on non-com you can only do 1, but they each only brought 1 unit, so the max you can drop is 2 units. So they are good. They're good to go. Might as well just start up there with the recap, because I got everything placed, and then I'll do my money. In London, we have, oh, you know what? I was sending one of these fighters down here, 1, 2, 3, 4 to Gibraltar. I told Panzer King I'd do it, and then I didn't do it, and I didn't mark it. But you know what? I didn't mark it, so that's a kicker in the butt. So since I didn't mark it, sorry, I'll have to leave it up there. Because I've already placed my units, already moved on. All right, let's start over. In London, 3 fighters, 5 infantry, 5 anti-aircraft, 1 mech, 1 artillery, and a host of Allied nations units. C-Zone 109, I just hit the mic on my shirt, so hopefully that didn't make a loud noise. In 109 is a transport, 92 is a sub, 94 is a sub. Belgian Congo, 2 infantry. Egyptian Sudan, 1 armor. In Egypt is 2, 4, 6, 7 British infantry, 4 fighters, 1 TAC, 1 AA, and 1 French infantry. And Iraq, 2 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 tactical. In Iran, a tank and a artillery. In India, we have an anti-aircraft gun, infantry, artillery, fighter, armor. And in Burma, we have, I don't know what that stack there is, 4. So that's 5 infantry, 3 artillery, 1 tank, 1 fighter, 1 anti-aircraft gun. French Indochina, 1 infantry. Hong Kong, we have 2 infantry. Malaya, 4 infantry and an anti-aircraft gun, and that is all. All right, so let's look at our cash. We saved $1. We get 5 now because we're at war with Japan, and we have those countries. For the Iraq and Iran, they get 4. That's these $4. And then off the income tracker, we are at 43. So that there is 35.40. So we just need to add $3 to it. So that's 43, 45, 50, 53. All right, and no more tech, it's draining our economy. All right, so that will be it for Britain's turn. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a happy new year. And up next will be Italy, and we will see what Italy has in store for us.